The price of a speeding ticket fine hasn't changed in 30 years, but when you go to court, you are paying twice as much as you were back in 1985.
Twice as much. The state courts and counties all cash in on the extra fees that are driving up traffic tickets. In this I-Team report, investigator Rebecca Clay explains where your money goes when you're caught pushing the pedal too far.
If you're not watching your speed, cops could be watching you, stopping you with blue lights and hundreds of dollars in fines. Former Attorney General Charlie Condon says the cost keeps going up.
Lower courts in particular has just skyrocketed.
Just how much? Well, today, if you're busted driving 11 to 15 miles over the speed limit, it will cost you $133.75. Defense attorney David Ayler says very little of that ticket is the fine for breaking the law.
You know, more of that money is broken up to different departments and where it goes throughout the entire state.
With the help from the Supreme Court, I tracked every dollar. Of that $133 ticket, the fine for speeding is $50. Then tack on $25 for law enforcement funding. Another $5 goes toward the Criminal Justice Academy. But what has that $50 fine inflated well over $100? It's a 107% assessment. Only 11% of it is given to the county. The remaining 89% goes to the state treasurer. From there, a majority goes to the shock incarceration program. Nearly a quarter goes to the Department of Public Safety for training. Then 20% is given to the State Office of Victim Assistance. 11% is for public defender funds. Nearly 9% goes to the general fund and 1% to the Attorney General's office. A small amount, less than 1%, helps maintain the South Carolina Law Enforcement Officers Hall of Fame. The $50 fine for speeding has been unchanged since 1985, but the addition of these fees and assessments has driven the price you pay up. Condon says a monetary fine may not be the best administration of justice.
Incarceration might be appropriate, or points might be appropriate, or it might be appropriate to have community service picking up trash.
Because Condon says the purpose of courts isn't to make the state money.
There's a tremendous demand for services and no one wants to pay taxes, and there is this thought of, well, we'll just let, quote, the criminals pay. Well, the criminals become us. They're tickets that are routinely issued to otherwise law-abiding citizens for minor infractions.
So far this year, officers wrote more than 1 million tickets to South Carolina drivers. We want to show you how the tickets shake out for other infractions. This is a look at the spreadsheet the Supreme Court uses and allows all of the judges in the state of South Carolina to use to break down that money. Well, for something like littering, the fee is $200, but with all that assessment and fees added, it's $470 is what you'll pay in court. For another crime, reckless driving, $200 fine, but when you go to court, likely you'll pay $445. Finally, improper signaling, $100 fine, but when you go to court, $237.50. All of this on our website, counton2.com.